Hey everybody! It has been a while since I've been on here, and please excuse the mess behind me. My girls and I have a business, and we have a ton of t-shirts that we've made, and so those are shirts that need to go out, and those are new shirts. Anyway, so excuse the mess. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you about today. I was 1 year post explant on April 24th. So it's a little 26th. I don't even know the day, 26th. So it's a little bit past my 1 year, but I wanted to talk to you really, really quickly. I get a lot of questions lately from so many of you for so many different reasons. So I'm going to try to remember some of them, but I just kind of wanted to update you really quickly. I'm doing great. I had a great year. I do think I went through a small detox. Let me think. While we were on vacation, the beginning of April. And when I've gone through a major detox, it is like full on throwing up. Just to not sugarcoat it, just throwing up my guts for days, it feels like. And so this particular one was kind of rough. We were on vacation, which kind of stunk. But once I kind of got through it, I felt better. We keep thinking it's food poisoning every time it happens, but it's happened several times in that year. I don't think it's food poisoning. The average person doesn't get food poisoning that many times. And so I don't think that's what it is. I think it is a detox of something maybe I ate that my body didn't react well to, or just circumstances. I don't really know, but it happens the same way every time. So when you're going through detox, just remember that there are stages of detox. There's things that your body needs to get rid of. There's things that maybe you've eaten or you've kind of laxed in taking care of your body. And so then your body's like, whoa, hold on, sister. We can't be doing this. The leaves keep moving out there. I keep seeing leaves, thinking it's a car. Anyway, and so my brain fog is way, way better. My vision, I use my glasses to see the computer and my phone and stuff just to not squint. I already have enough wrinkles. I don't need any help. So I just use my glasses for that. I don't need them for far off or anything anymore. So before I had my surgery, I wore them all the time. I could not see everything was just blurry. It's not that I couldn't read or see. It was just this blurry film over my eyes. Now I use them so that I don't squint, and I don't strain my eyes. So it really is more just to protect my eyes as opposed to, because I mean, they're like one, I don't know. They're very, very small, just readers. But anyway, so let's see. My skin is doing really well. My inflammation is way down. I quit eating sugar 4 weeks ago. The reason I quit eating sugar is because I just needed to get back to eating healthier, and I was allowing myself to just dip into certain things like, oh, I couldn't eat this before, I can eat it now. And I can. I just decided that after I got sick, I didn't really want the sugar. I didn't really want anything specific that made me inflamed and feel bad. And sugar was one of those things. So all that to say, I do eat fruit every morning, just some pineapple or strawberries or something. I do eat a piece of bread in the morning. I haven't cut everything out, but I just know how my body reacts. And so you're going to have to do the same thing. And I also know that just 1 year out doesn't necessarily mean that all your inflammation is going to be gone, but I feel better. So you have to do what works for you to feel better. I know a lot of people have asked me, the main question I get is, how did you detox? I feel like your body knows what to do. It didn't start out this way, and so it knows how to get back to what your norm is. It just takes some time, and you have to be patient. You have to be so patient in its healing, in its detox, in your inflammation, in your brain fog, whatever. Sorry, this keeps going off. It's my iPad, and let's close that for a second. And so you just have to know you. I did not do anything. I was recommended to do all kinds of stuff, and I didn't. It makes my stomach hurt to take a bunch of stuff. I'm super sensitive to medication, and so I just decided not to. I just decided that it was not one of those things that I wanted to do. So I tried to get as much vitamin D. My vitamin D can be low. My vitamin B can be low. So I try to get everything through foods, and just roll with it. And I feel really good right now. So that's the one question I've been getting a lot is, how did I detox? I just let my body do its thing. And if it took a year, it took a year. If it took a year and a half, it takes a year and a half. It's okay with me. I listen to my body really well, and that's what I'd advise to you too. Listen to your body. If you're tired, stop what you're doing. If you're working out too hard, stop doing that. If you're eating and drinking a bunch of junk because you couldn't before and now you are, you may just need a little bit more time. Maybe you need those things in moderation. Maybe it's not something you need to rush back into, because I did. I woke up, feeling good, and I was like, I can eat a donut now. Let's eat a donut. So I used that as an excuse to buy my kids donuts, and I would eat one. Well, slowly it was becoming one of those, oh, you want to eat that too much. Let's stop that. And so now it's just a choice. It's not that I can't. It's not that I won't. I just right now feel good. And so that's what I'm sticking with. So I would say listen to your body. And let's see, I didn't take any supplements. I don't take any supplements. I don't take any vitamins. I don't drink anything fancy. I drink water and I drink coffee with almond milk in it. I eat a lot of veggies. I eat a lot of fruit. I don't eat a lot of fruit. I eat a lot of protein, but certain proteins. I don't love protein. I don't drink shakes. I don't do any of that stuff. I really just feel good with what I'm doing. I do work out 6 days a week, sometimes 7. I alternate between running, a Peloton, weight workouts. I kind of switch it up. I get really bored. I have ADD, if you can't tell, because I'm like looking outside and talking to you, and my brain is going 90 to nothing today. But let me think. Skincare and even products. Sorry, my nose is itching. Even products. I just stick with the basics. That's a lot of questions I've gotten. What have you used? I use a lot of like coconut oil, Aquaphor, vitamin E, things like that. I don't use a bunch of products of any kind. Lotion is like just, oh my gosh, what do I use? It's like a vitamin E lotion or something. I don't know. Another question I have is, I think a lot of post-op questions, which I'm quite a bit out of post-op. But again, it was just a lot of taking it slow. It was a lot of letting your body heal. You are very, very, very sore afterwards. You feel like you did. I watched my first video the other day. I'll have to post it on here or kind of refresh it. Or if you watch all these, go back to that very first day after my surgery. It's so funny because I still remember that conversation. I still remember standing in my living room talking while my husband was gone, and how good I felt and how much energy I had. And it was funny because I remember saying, I feel like I've done 8,000 push-ups, and that's how you feel. You just are so sore. Like, don't touch me, don't hug me. And then I remember I was a couple months out, and I went to a friend's party, a graduation party for a friend's daughter, and everybody wanted to hug me. And I'm like, don't hug tight, don't hug tight. I'm not quite done healing, So just take it slow. That would be my biggest advice. Take it slow. Don't expect miraculous things. So everybody here's some things that I've heard a lot of people say lately. Excuse me. I've heard a lot of people say, one, they don't wake up with the brain fog gone. And so that doesn't necessarily mean that yours won't go away. It just may mean that you have more inflammation. You may have more stuff going on up there that just takes more time. I ate super clean and worked out every day, even when I was the sickest. And so you just have to remember, your body's different than everybody else's. Your body reacted differently to everything else. My back hurting, we now think that it has to do with an ovarian cyst, that it has nothing to do with my surgery. It just happened to be that my inflammation was low enough that it quit hurting all the time. And it doesn't still hurt all the time. Let me think. Vision, everyone's vision is different. It depends on how you treat your body before. Inflammation plays such a huge part in all of this. And so driving that inflammation way down is going to make a difference, but it takes time. It takes a lot of what you eat, what you drink, how you live, what you're exposed to, all those things. So you just have to be super mindful of stuff like that. Let me think. What else? I get so many questions all the time, and so I'm trying to think what some of you have had. Oh, here's the other one, I think. So this is a personal decision. This is one that kind of struck a chord with me lately, and I'm trying not to, it was not a personal comment at all. It was not against me. But I had such great results that I know a lot of people who've gone and had surgery to have those same results, but those people still don't live as healthy as they should. So here's what I'm going to say about this. You have to be willing to change some of your lifestyle until your body can get back to a normal. It has been in this state of high inflammation, high healing, but being attacked constantly. So it takes time. So you can't get your implants out. and within a week or 2 or 3 or 5, I don't even know a time frame, go back to eating and drinking and living life like a rock star, your body's not done healing. It's not done getting rid of all the stuff. You don't carry around this, people call them toxic bags. I don't necessarily believe that, but you don't carry around something that your body is attacking all the time and then instantly just go, oh, okay, I'm done. I'm well. That's not how that goes. And just because I come on here all the time and say how great I feel, that doesn't mean I haven't gone through periods of not feeling great, being super tired, having breakouts on my face, feeling sluggish in my workouts, maybe feeling a little bit of muscle fatigue. There are stages of detox still. There's stages of healing, and you have to remember that. And so I have heard lately some people say, I wish I had mine back. Do mine look the same? Absolutely not. I have lost a little bit of weight lately from not eating sugar, and they change again. But again, that's just because I want to be the healthiest that I can, not only for me, but for my family, my kids, my physical activity, because I'm one of those crazy people who enjoy working out. And so all of that to say, if someone regrets their decision having them out, you obviously can have them put back in. But I feel like you haven't given it a fair chance to let your body heal. Remember, I had kidney disease when I had mine out. And it took 6 months for us to realize that my kidneys were fine. 6 months, not 2 weeks, not 3 weeks, not a month, 6 months. And that was of me being very diligent in everything I did, not exposing my body to things that it shouldn't, not eating things that I shouldn't. I did have treats and snacks, but I also was very mindful about eating the things I should, drinking the things I should, working out, sleeping, all the stuff you're supposed to do normally that people think they get their implants out and they're like, oh, this is awesome. Let's go have a party all the time, every day. So I guess my point is, don't discount getting your implants out as that wasn't my problem. I'm not any better. Well, you have to be diligent about being better. If you weren't diligent before and you had all these problems, you're likely not going to be diligent afterwards. And so you have to give yourself some grace. You have to choose, pull out a little bit of willpower and say, I'm going to give it X amount of time that I eat well. I don't fill my body with a bunch of alcohol or smoke or cigarettes or whatever it is you do. I don't know. And let me just tell you one quick blip about alcohol. When you drink alcohol of any kind, your liver stops burning fat. The second you drink alcohol, your liver goes, whoa, hold on, we have something new in here. We need to start burning that to get rid of it. Therefore, everything you eat after that, your body quits burning. So if you eat a cheeseburger with a beer, it's going to burn the beer and save the cheeseburger as fat and store it somewhere. And all that extra fat and all of that extra toxins and all of that extra whatever you're eating all the time builds up. And food causes inflammation. So if you're not being diligent about driving that inflammation down by every little thing that you can do until you feel like you're healed enough, then you're going to have a rise in inflammation. Your body is not going to heal. Yes, you have taken what is causing the main problem out, but your body still creates inflammation. Heat creates inflammation. The weather changing does. Working out does. Not getting enough sleep. Eating too much salt. Like there's so much that causes inflammation. So if I can say one thing to you today is, maybe two, is your body knows what to do, but you have to give it the tools to heal. And two, give it the time to do that. Don't expect miracles overnight. Don't expect things to go back to perfect the next day because you wake up and you feel better. You still have a lot of tissue to repair, a lot of cells to repair. You have so much work on the inside that needs to be done that sometimes we discount that and think, well, we're not better. I didn't get better overnight. I didn't get better as fast as my neighbor did or my friend did or whatever. But you have to look at you. You have to look at what you're doing to your body to help it heal. And if you're not helping it, you're continuing to harm it. It's not going to heal. So I just wanted to update y'all at my 1 year. I don't know how often I'll continue to update. But if things change, I'll let you know. I mentioned my ovary. I have a bad ovary that is going to be taken out next week. And it has nothing to do with anything. It just was random because it was there before I had maybe right after my implants. I don't know. It could just be that my hormones kicked back in. They were so dead and dry before that maybe they kicked back in and it was like an overproduction. I don't really know where it came from, but we're going to take it out. It's quite large for my body. And so we're going to take it out, and then we're going to do a couple other things in there to prevent, future cancerous scares and things like that. I don't have cancer. That is not what I meant. But that while they're in there taking that out to prevent something happening, then they're going to remove like tubes and do an ablation and just, a couple other female things. Anyway, but all that to say, I don't feel like that has anything to do with or without my implants. It just happened to be a fluke that it was a year later and that little guy just needs to come out. That's all there is to it. So if you ever have any specific questions, please feel free to message me. You can find me on Facebook. You can find me on Instagram. They're probably on my YouTube site. But you can always message me on YouTube. I'm happy to help in any way I can. I love talking about the subject. I'm very passionate about the subject. And I don't think everyone goes through the same thing the exact same way when it comes to breast implant illness. So anyway, that's all I have to say. And thanks for hanging out with me all the time. I appreciate every time you come back and visit my channel and my videos and all that stuff. And I'll try to be better about updating. It may not be on implant illness. It may just be because I want to talk to you because I have a lot to say. So we'll see. Anyway, I'll catch y'all later.